What goes hand in hand with a lot of our Animal Crossing obsession? It can only be one thing, and that is, of course, Squishmallows. Today, I went on a hunt to see which Squishmallows look similar to different Animal Crossing characters. For those of you that don't know what Squishmallows are, they're just stuffed animals that have this marshmallowy soft feel to them, making them a tad bit more special than other typical plushies. For those of you that are looking for a subtle way to show your love for Animal Crossing in the form of Squishmallows, or just to find another obsession, let's see if we can find out if there are any out there that resemble our favorite Animal Crossing characters. Now let's get right into it. First on the list, we have Archie and Dr. Shrunk. Dr. Shrunk is an NPC that appears in all Animal Crossing games but Wild World and New Horizons. He gave us the ability to use emotions in all games and was of course the best comedian in all of the Animal Crossing land. Archie, on the other hand, is described as having a special talent, talking with his hands. He loves soccer and even teaches other Squishmallows how to sign. Just look at how similar they look, and yes, I know it's because they're both based off of the same animal, but still, this could be the chippy version of Dr. Shrunk. As you can see, both Shrunk and Archie are both pink. They're both axolotls, so that makes them an easy match for each other. Next is Avery and Brewster. Avery is a duck while Brewster is a pigeon. All Squishmallows have adorable little bios about them, by the way, that make them all really special in some sort of way. Here's what Avery says. Don't let his size fool you. Avery is a skilled left wingman for the Squishmallows rugby team, and one day he wants to be a coach. Adorable, to say the least. And of course, Brewster operates the Roost Cafe in Animal Crossing, where his passion is coffee and burning our tongues with the hottest drinks. Oh, what a savage. They both have green features as well as a yellow beak. Their eyes are also really similar. Seeing as Avery is a duck and Brewster is a pigeon, they still look so much alike. Now we have Dawn, the fawn, and Fauna. Fauna is a normal deer villager and frequently acts kind towards players. She's very popular amongst a lot of Animal Crossing players, and Dawn is described as a tomboy who is always up for a camping adventure. She's also fluent in all animal languages. Dawn and Fauna both have a similar brown fur framing around their faces, as well as very similar eyes. Not only do they look very close to each other, but they also share a familiar name. Now let's talk about Wendy and Henry. Here we go. A favorite Squishmallow of mine are frogs, even though I only have one frog Squishmallow, and it is the tiniest of tiny. So this one was a really fun find for me, of course. So we have Henry, a smug frog villager. He will get along with lazy and normal, snooty and peppy villagers, and may conflict with cranky villagers. While Wendy the Squishmallow is very eco-friendly and her favorite food is sushi. They are both green and sometimes yellow for Wendy, which is the version of her that I think looks most like Henry. And they both have little cheek blush. Look at their tiny little nostrils too, so cute. Next we have Tally and Lolly. Lolly is a gray cat and has a normal personality. Her name and catchphrase in most languages relate to sweet foods and drinks, fitting her sweet personality. Now Tally is a gray tabby cat. She lifts up other Squishmallows with her role as a health and fitness coach. Ooh. So the difference in their personality here is specifically funny, as Lolly is more about sweets and Tally is all about fitness. Squishmallows are of course not modeled after Animal Crossing characters, though we do need a collab, please. But this personality difference was a funny one. Both Lolly and Tally are gray tabby cats, making them have similar markings and gray fur. They also have white details and similar eyes. Moving on to Evelyn and Paulo. Reminds me of the Lizzie McGuire movie. So here we have two cute elephants. Evelyn, her bio states, video games and slushies are her two favorite things. Her favorite flavor combo is cherry and green apple because they turn her tongue funny colors. She's not allowed to mix them while playing though, in case she accidentally spills on her controller. That is us. We are all an Evelyn. Paulo is a lazy villager. He will be friendly and easy to get along with due to his laid-back lifestyle. Like all lazy villagers, he has a love for food and relaxing. I honestly think these two would get along so much, and it's so funny that they also look the same. Both Evelyn and Paulo are hot pink elephants. Slapped some thick eyebrows on Evelyn, and there. They're basically twins. Santiago and Filbert. Filbert is a lazy squirrel villager, so his personality is very similar to Paulo's. His name, like most of his species, come from a type of nut. In this case, his name comes from an edible type of hazelnut. Fun fact about Filbert. Filbert will also get along well with other villagers, but may offend or confuse jock villagers who have a lifestyle of exercise and fitness, which conflicts with the lazy lifestyle of relaxing and food. I said relaxing. What am I remembering to sings? Santiago is described as a very special squirrel. He loves deep sea diving. Even though he's not the fastest creature in the ocean, he's also really great at card games, so have your poker face ready. Santiago and Filbert are both squirrels. Both have white markings and details to match. While not an exact match, they still look alike in some ways nonetheless. Kimia and Julian. Though the coloring is off, they still look so similar to each other. Julian is a smug horse villager. He resembles a unicorn due to the horn on his head. Smug villagers are very polite, kind, and gentlemanlike. Julian will get along easily with other villagers. Kimia's bio states, baking cakes and planning parties are two of her favorite activities. With Julian being a horse in the Animal Crossing franchise, we all know that he's really just a unicorn. Both have closed eyes with eyelashes and a swoop of hair in their face. With Kimia having a galaxy print on her and Julian having sparkles on his shirt, it really makes them look alike even more. Omar and Teddy. Omar and Teddy are both bears. Omar loves crystals, gems, and jewelry, and has an eye for finding the beauty in everything he does. He hopes to be a jeweler one day. Teddy is a jock villager. His name refers to his species, as well as the stuffed toy called a teddy bear. Teddy has a jock personality and has a great interest in sports and bodybuilding. Jock villagers are hyperactive and motivated, but often come across as self-centered and dense. You can thank the Animal Crossing wiki for that one. I love Teddy, he's so cute. Both Omar and Teddy are lovable teddy bears. With brown fur and tan details, they both also have blush to match. Slap some thick eyebrows on Omar and he'd be Teddy's twin as well. Lastly, we have Arthur and Boots. Boots is a jock alligator villager, having a similar personality to Teddy. Boots is very interested in his hobby and may compete against the player at catching bugs and fish. Jock villagers get along with peppy, cranky, and sisterly villagers, but conflict with the laid-back lifestyle of lazy villagers. Snooty villagers may also be difficult to get along with for Boots. And Arthur's bio states, Arthur is quite the artsy dude. He spends all of his day painting large murals for local businesses or putting the finishing touches on brand new sculptures. At night, he loves to go dancing with his friends, oftentimes still covered in splatters of paint. Both Arthur and Boots are green alligators. I also think Boots looks similar to Archer. The alligator Squishmallows are just too cute not to compare them to Boots. Before we go, I have two special mentions because I thought that these were cute, but I didn't really want to add them onto the list. So let's get into the special mentions. Jadelle and Blathers. Look at these two. They look like they could be working together. How cute. Jadelle is a teacher while Blathers is the director of the museum in Animal Crossing. They look so alike and so cute, of course. Marty and Drago. Both little dragons. Well, technically, Drago is an alligator, but still. They have a very similar look. Not exactly the same, but close enough in my book. So there are the Squishmallows that look like Animal Crossing characters, and I'm sure I could find more, but these are the ones that I wanted to share with you guys today. I honestly feel like all of them would be best friends, or even a replacement as a chibi Squishmallow of the Animal Crossing characters. Either way, it was so much fun finding these Squishmallows that look like our favorite Animal Crossing characters. Who was your favorite lookalike on this list? I definitely think my favorite is Avery and Brewster. They just have the same vibes. They look the same to me in my eyes. Every time I see Avery, I'm like, you can't tell me that's not Brewster. So yes, that is it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. I adore you all so much. Until next time, bye-bye. Smooch. Fauna is a She's a Nor, guys. Fauna is a normal dill. Dill. Fauna is and frequent. She's also fluent in all animal language. Both have similar. Yeah. My script, you guys. Both have similar brown fur. But this personality difference was but this personality. Both Lolly and Tally are both great. Look, it's got a book. Snooty villagers may also